Welcome to the fourth and final abs workout of our 4 weeks abs challenge. This is the first exercise, 30 seconds. You're gonna roll on your back and come to standing. Inhale, come up to standing. Exhale, roll back. Use your core muscles to come up to standing. Beautiful, keep going. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, back. Inhale, cross your legs, step it back or jump it back into your push-up. Inhale into your up dog, lift the chest. And exhale, come into your downward facing dog. Again, hold your downward facing dog here for a few breaths. Come back to seated. Set your time, 30 seconds. And go. Press into the feet to come up to standing. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, come up to standing and exhale. Beautiful. We are halfway through. You're gonna cross the legs, step or jump it back into your yoga push-up. Bend your elbows. Inhale into your up dog. Exhale, come to a down dog. And have a little rest here in your downward facing dog. Take a few moments to come back to your breath. And when you're ready, come back to seated. The last round of this exercise. 30 seconds from now. Inhale, press into the feet to come up. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, come up. And exhale, roll back. Beautiful. Keep going. We are halfway through. And last 5 seconds. Nice one. Cross your legs, step or jump it back into your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now you can either stay in downward facing dog, or if you would like to move into child's pose, drop your knees down and just have a little rest here. So this is your resting time. Okay, we move on to the second exercise. 30 seconds again. The right leg goes down and the left leg goes down. Both legs down. Inhale, lift both legs up. Exhale, right. Exhale, left. Both legs down and inhale up. Halfway through, keep going. So if I'm too fast for you, don't worry. You can do it in your own time. 10 more seconds. Breathe in and breathe out. Don't forget the breath. Inhale, cross your legs, step or jump it back into your vinyasa. Inhale into your up dog, lift the chest. Exhale into downward facing dog. Hold it here for a few breaths. And then you're gonna come back to seated. Moving on to number 2. Again, lift the legs. Right leg down and the left leg down. Both legs down. Use the inhalation, draw the navel in towards the spine. Again, right leg and left leg. Beautiful, keep going. Make sure you're not collapsing in the spine. Keep the chest slightly lifted. Beautiful, 10 more seconds. And from here again, you move into your vinyasa. Cross your legs, step or jump it back, push up. Inhale into your up dog. Exhale into downward facing dog. Bend your knees and come to seated, setting the time. For our final round of this exercise, right leg lowers, inhale up, exhale left, exhale both legs down, and lift, right side and left side. Both legs down and inhale up, right side. We are halfway through. Keep breathing. Beautiful. Last 5 seconds, guys. Inhale, come back up, cross your legs, move into your Yogic Push-Up. Inhale into your up dog, chest up. Exhale, downward facing dog. And this means we are back in our resting time. You can hold your down dog, or if you want to move into child's pose, drop the hips back. Okay, ready for the next exercise? Setting the time 30 seconds. Lift the legs and the arms up. So the challenge here is to drop back. So you do the opposite. You lift the chest up, stretch the arms strongly, and stretch the legs. Point the feet. Draw the navel in towards the spine. 10 more seconds here. Beautiful. Keep breathing. Last 5. Exhale, cross your legs, step or jump it back into your Yogic Push-Up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Again, hold it here. Breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the nose. Again, deep breath in, deep breath out. Come back to seated. Moving on to round number 2. Lift arms and lift legs. Hold it here. Nice. Keep the gaze soft, strong core. Beautiful. Keep breathing. Keep that chest lifted. We are halfway through. And last 5 seconds. Exhale. Cross your legs, step or jump it back into your push-up. Inhale into your up dog. Exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Hold it here. Okay, our final round, again 30 seconds. Lift the legs and keep that chest lifted. Try not to fall back. We feel those sitting bones around it. 10 more seconds, guys. Almost there. Nice one. Cross your legs, back to your vinyasa. Exhale, push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, and you made it into your resting time. And we move on to our next exercise. We will do crow pose. So we're going to shift the shoulders forward, lift the legs, and then come back down. Lift the legs and back down. So the shoulders move very far forward and try to activate those fingertips forward and back. 30 seconds this one. Make sure your elbows are parallel. Keep hugging the elbows in. Beautiful. Now if you can, shoot the legs back into your vinyasa, or you just step it back and we're meeting in downward facing dog. So that was round number 1. Breathing in and breathing out. And we're coming to round number 2. Again, 30 seconds here. You're going to shift the shoulders forward and lift those legs off the floor. Nice. Now, of course, if that's too easy for you, you can just hold the crow pose for 30 seconds. Otherwise, you just do what I'm doing, shifting forward and back. Nice. Again, you can shoot the legs back into your push-up, or you step it back into plank and from there into your push-up. Little rest. And now we're going to move on to our final round. Again, 30 seconds from now. Lift the feet off the floor, shoulders forward, active hands. Squeeze the elbows in. Ten more seconds. Again, shoot the legs back or step it back into your plank. Beautiful, you made it. Come back to a resting time. You can stay in down dog, in child's pose, or if you need to get some water, drink plenty of water. Resting time is over. We move on to our next exercise. You're going to lift the right leg up and the left arm. You can either flex the foot or point it. Point, it looks a bit more pretty. And it's very important to not collapse in the spine. Again, you keep drawing the navel in towards the spine, squeeze buttocks, press that right hand strongly towards the floor. This one is really tough. 10 more seconds. And then we're gonna change. So now you're gonna take the left leg up, right arm stretching forwards. Hold it here. Keep pressing that left hand strongly down. Beautiful. Try to find that balance. Chest is parallel to the floor. A few more seconds. Ooh, you made it. Downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Have a little rest here in your down dog. Come back to your breath. And we're moving on to round number 2. Lift the right leg up, lift the left arm up. Belly is tight, buttocks tight. Press that right hand strongly towards the floor. And make sure you keep the back of the neck long, so you don't want to put any pressure into the back of the head. 1. Release and swap sides. Again, 30 seconds each side. Almost there. And release, hands down, feet down. Inhale into your plank. Exhale, push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Resting time. And then we're going to move on to our final round of this exercise. Okay, when you're ready, set the time, 30 seconds each side. You can point or flex the right foot and stretch that opposite arm forward. Keep that right shoulder over your right wrist. Okay, 15 more seconds. Keep breathing. Swap the leg, right arm is stretching forwards. And hold it here. Strong core. Here into downward facing dog. Inhale into your plank. Exhale, push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, you made it. Now you can have a little rest. You can drink some water if you need to. Or you can just hang out in your child's pose. Take a few deep breaths in and out through the nose or through the mouth. Moving on to our next exercise. Cross the legs, lift those hips up. 30 seconds. Shoulders forward. Nice. So you're going to really feel this in your core and shoulders. It looks easy, but it's a very, very efficient exercise. And if that's too easy, of course, you can lift those feet off the floor. But 30 seconds is a long time. And from here, cross your legs, step or jump it back into your push-up. Inhale into your up dog. And exhale into downward facing dog. Breathing in. Breathing out, come back to seated. Set the time, 30 seconds. You can either lift your feet off the floor or you can just keep the feet on the floor and only lifting the hips. 30 seconds, hold, smile, breathe. I know this one is really, really challenging. 30 seconds seems so long. Keep breathing. And exhale, relax, step it back into your push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Have a little rest. And then coming back to seated. To our third round, setting the time. Lift the hips, or if you want to try the other version, lifting the feet off the floor. Keep those legs crossed over. Strong core, strong shoulders. Hold. Halfway through, keep breathing. Last few seconds. And then relax, cross legs, step it back into your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. And then exhale, come back to downward facing dog. And just relax here for a few moments in child's pose if you like. And then we move on to our next exercise. Lie on your back and take the hands in between the legs. You're gonna lift the chest off the floor, 30 seconds. Lifting up and down. Beautiful. Keep those feet pointed. Wonderful. Keep going. Come back up, cross your legs, step it back or jump it back into your vinyasa. Inhale into up dog. Exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale and then exhale. Come back to seated, lie on your back. Setting the time for 30 seconds again. Beautiful. Stretch the arms forward. Lift the chest off the floor. Nice. Keep breathing. We are halfway through. And last few seconds. Inhale, come up, cross legs, step it back into your plank. Exhale, push up. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, come back to downward facing dog. And have a little breather here in downward facing dog. And we come back on the mat, lie on your back, again 30 seconds. Lift the chest off the floor, point those feet. Beautiful, keep going. Ten more seconds. Wonderful. Inhale, come up, cross legs, step or jump it back into your push-up. Inhale into your up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. That's your resting time now. We're coming to our next exercise. Lift the left leg up and hold it here for 30 seconds. Make sure your shoulders are in line with the hips. And the shoulder is just above the elbow. Keep breathing. Halfway through. 15 more seconds, guys. And then swap the leg. You can either flex the right foot or you can point it. That's totally up to you. Again, we hold it here for 30 seconds in total, each side. And then inhale, you come back up into your down dog. Inhale into plank. Exhale, push up. Inhale, up dog. And exhale into downward facing dog. Okay, ready for number 2. Lift the left leg up. Squeeze the buttocks. Keep shoulders forward over your elbows. And really use those forearms. Press the forearms down towards the floor. And then moving on to the other side, lift the right leg up. And come into downward facing dog, stretch arms, stretch legs. Inhale into your plank, exhale, push up, inhale, up dog, and exhale, come into downward facing dog, hold it here. Breathing in, and breathing out. Moving on to our third round of this exercise. Again, 30 seconds. Lift the back leg up and hold. Hips in line with the shoulders. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Halfway through. Beautiful, keep going. And swap the leg, lift the right leg up. Hold it here. And then come back into downward facing dog, stretch arms. Inhale into your plank. Exhale, push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You made it. You are now in your resting time. And make sure you drink enough water. Moving on to our next exercise. We come into Navasana boat pose for 30 seconds. Now, if this is too challenging, you can bend the knees or you can grab the back of the knees. Keep the chest lifted, avoiding the collapsing in the lower back. Beautiful. Stretch the arms, stretch fingers, keep smiling. Another 5 seconds here. And then you're gonna cross the legs, step or jump it back into your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, come back to your downward facing dog and hold it here. And we move on to our second round, boat pose, Navasana. Squeeze the big toes together. Keep the sternum lifted. And stretch the arms. Keep those arms parallel. Breathing in and breathing out. Make sure you're not falling back. Wonderful. And again, from here, cross the legs, step or jump it back into your push-up. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And then moving on to our final round of this exercise. Again, another 30 seconds and go. Stretch the arms by the side, squeeze the legs together. Keep the sternum lifted. Beautiful. 15 more seconds. Keep breathing. And from here again, cross the legs, step or jump it back into your push-up. Inhale into your up dog, lift the chest. Exhale into downward facing dog. Again, deep breath in. And you made it into your resting time. Final exercise, lift the legs. Now you're going to cross the feet, lower the legs down and back up, 30 seconds. Cross the legs and you're going to lift the legs back up. Beautiful. Again, 30 seconds here. Use your breath. Beautiful. Inhale back to boat, cross your legs, step or jump it back into your push-up. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in. And breathing out. Bend your knees, come to seated. Second round, cross your legs. Very good. So you can do that in your own time. Cross the legs, lift as you inhale, exhale as you lower the legs down. Inhale, boat. Exhale, step or jump it back into your push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. And then coming to our very final round, lift the legs. And cross legs, lower the legs down, and inhale, lifting back up. Beautiful. 30 seconds here. Last exercise for today. Inhale, come back up, cross your legs, step or jump it back into your push-up. Inhale into up dog, lift the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Well done, guys. 10 exercises done. Thank you so much for taking part in my abs challenge. If you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel for further videos. Thank you so much. Namaste.